What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share the video. Hit the join button and become a member. Why? Well, members get exclusive content. Hit the bell icon on my channel so that you'll receive a notification every time that I drop a video, and you can go and check the video out. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a comment here, and leave a like on this here video. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. I would appreciate it. Let's get into it. Big U. Most of us know who Big U is. We've heard of him. He used to be like the leader for the Rolling 60 Crips. I don't know what he's doing now. Some saying he's working with gang intervention. I don't want to say that he's still a gang leader, and he's not. I don't know what's going on. But at one point in time, I suppose he was. And there's folklore going around about Big U knocking out 32 Southsiders there in Pelican Bay State Prison. I'm assuming that he was supposed to have knocked them out during the riot that they had, the Southsiders and the blacks. This riot has been chronicled many times over. Many people have talked about the riot, including myself, on my channel, where the Southsiders attacked the blacks and the reasons for it, etc. They've all been explained already. And supposedly at this time, during this riot, Big U from Rolling 60s was up there in Pelican Bay, and during the riot, he knocked out 32 Mexicans, 32 Southsiders. Now, I suppose, really from my understanding, the rumor started when WAC 100 said that Big U had knocked out 32 Mexicans, or whatever number he gave. I believe it was 32. And Big U was right there with WAC 100 when he said this. And Big U did not correct him. He did not refute this. He did not say, no, that did not happen. In other words, he tacitly agreed, did Big U. He tacitly agreed. He agreed by default by omitting the fact that this, in fact, did not happen. And so he agreed with WAC 100 that it did happen. And I suppose when WAC 100 said this and Big U did not dispute it, then the rumor began that Big U knocked out 32 Southsiders there in Pelican Bay. People have asked me on many of occasions if this is true. Hell, I heard about it before I even started my YouTube channel, that Big U supposedly had knocked out 32 Mexicans. My reaction was then as it is now. What is wrong with it? What is wrong with you people? Use your common sense. Personally, I think that it is humanly impossible to knock out 32 people. I don't think it can be done humanly. I don't think Mike Tyson, anyone else. Let's say you line 32 people up parallel, and they just stood there and put their chins out to you and said, go ahead, take your best shot. And you hit after the first 10, your arm is going to be tired because you got to swing hard enough to knock all 10 of them out. Who's to say that all 10 are going to just go to sleep, going to be unconscious? None of the 32 could survive the punch. They all was knocked out. And what were the Southsiders doing while this was going on? Standing in line, waiting on their turn to be knocked out? Stand right there. Bam, he knocked one out. The other one step up in line. Bam, he knocked him out. The other one step up. Bam. All the way up to 32 people. This shit is something for Hollywood. No, it did not happen. To answer the question, Big U did not knock out 32 Southsiders. I don't think he knocked. I don't even think Big U, from my understanding, was ever in Pelican Bay. I've never known anything about him being in Pelican Bay State Prison. I could be wrong, but I don't recall anything, any knowledge of him ever being in Pelican Bay. I don't think he has ever been to Pelican Bay State Prison. Also, there's video footage, as we all know, of the riot in Pelican Bay. They have receipts. We have the footage. Nowhere on there, nowhere in this video is Big U knocking out 32 Southsiders. Nowhere in there is anyone knocking out 32 Southsiders, or even one for that matter. We've all seen the video. To say that he knocked out 32 Southsiders during this riot is to then say that the blacks, they won the riot. They clearly must have won this riot. If one man. So what are the other blacks doing? They must have knocked out a few of them too. So the Southsiders should have all just been out there on the ground. But that's not what the video shows. I don't see 32 Southsiders on the ground knocked out in the video. Go watch it. It's on YouTube. I don't see them on the ground knocked out. I don't see anyone knocking them out. Not 32 of them. Not 10 of them. Not any of that. And so if he knocked out 32 Southsiders, then that means that the blacks must have won that riot, because just even one man took out 32 of them. So if every other black could just take out one, then they should have came out on top. But we all know what happened with that riot. And no one has dared said that the blacks won the riot. The blacks were ill prepared and they were caught slipping. We've been through it already. I'm not going to rehash it. But they didn't win the riot, which means, Big, you didn't knock out 32 Mexicans. Also, though I'm not privy to the Southsiders structure and their hierarchy, I have common sense. I know enough about their structure to know that if Big U would have knocked out 32 Southsiders, 13 of them, or even 10 or 5 of them, it would have been a green light put upon his person. They would have came after him, like inmate would have put the hit out on him for embarrassing all of the Sureños, for embarrassing the Southsiders. By knocking 30, they would have put a hit out on them. Trust me. I know how they work. I don't know all of their workings. I don't know all of their inner dealings. I'm not a Southsider. I've been around them enough, have been in enough riots and violence with them to know some of their politics. I've been locked up with them long enough to know some of their politics. And I've seen them initiate retaliations, targets and hits, and the reasons that they put these targets and hits on someone. And had Big U knocked out 32 of them, believe me, there would have been a hit put out upon his person, period. And so the fact that he's never been attacked with weapons or whatever by the Southsiders over this situation, over him supposedly knocking out 32 of them, well, it all points to the fact that the story was fabricated, period. So again, to answer the question, you don't have to ask me again. I'm going to refer you to this video. Big U did not knock out 32 Southsiders in Pelican Bay. I don't even think Big U was ever in Pelican Bay State Prison. The rumor started with WAC 100. Big U did not dispute the rumor, and so it took on a life of its own. You may disagree with me. Let me know in the comments whether or not it's even possible for someone to knock out 32 people. And again, of any race, anyone. Mike Tyson, like I said, can he even knock out 32 people in one setting, one after another? Just knocked out cold. Knocked all of them out. 32 people. Man, what the hell? What the hell? Hell to the nizzle. No. I would never believe anything like that. And you're crazy if you have ever believed it. It's impossible. I don't believe that it's even possible. So common sense dictates to me that this did not happen. I don't even need evidence. Just common sense tells me that this shit did not happen. This is folklore. This is a rumor that snowballed, took on a life of his own, and then continued to go. That's it. He did not knock out 32 Southsiders. I don't even believe that he was in Pelican Bay State Prison. What were the Southsiders doing while he was knocking all of them out one by one? They were just sitting there, like I said, waiting on their turn. 32 of them. 32 of them didn't try to attack him. It's mandatory. Listen, the riot with the blacks and the Southsiders was a planned attack. The Southsiders had sinister machinations. They carried out said sinister machinations upon the persons of black people there in Pelican Bay. They knew when they came out to the yard that they were about to attack the blacks. They all had weapons then. This was a planned attack. They didn't get attacked. They didn't get caught slipping. Black people did. So they all knew what they were coming out to do. They were not about to be caught out there without weapons when they knew what they were coming to do. And then, again, if you just watch the footage, watch the video, you will know that they all indeed had weapons, the Southsiders. And so while they're all out there with all of these straps, with all of these weapons, they're clearly unafraid to use them. They're out there using them, the video shows. While Big U is over there knocking out 32 of them, one by one. The first one he knocks out, what is the other 31 doing? They all got weapons. They don't all just attack him? No matter how big he is with these weapons? 31 of them? What about after he knocked out 10? And the other 23 just sitting there with their weapon waiting to get knocked out too. They just sitting there. The other 23 didn't attack him at that time? Or 22? It was 32 altogether. He knocked out 10. There's 22 left. They all just sitting there. They got weapons. It's a riot going on all around them. They're attacking blacks everywhere. But they just sitting there waiting to be knocked out by Big U. Get the hell out of here. What the hell? No. Again, to answer the question, because I've been asked many times, did Big U knock out 32 Southsiders? The answer is no. I have no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind that he did not do so. I don't even believe that it's humanly possible. And if it is, he didn't do it. I don't even believe he was ever in Pelican Bay. They have video footage of the riot. Who were these 32 Southsiders that got knocked out? Where are they? What happened? Why come nothing ever happened to Big U after that? I don't even think he was ever in Pelican Bay. So I just wanted to answer that question and clarify and clear that up real quick. Because I've been asked that question many times, actually. People really genuinely want to know, did he knock out 32 Southsiders? It's a legitimate question. They believe, some of them, that they believe the rumor. They believe that he did it. That he was able to sit there and knock out 32 human beings at one time, basically, one after another. Just knock them out cold. 32. Man, oh my. Think about that. When you're swinging, you're getting tired. Your arm is getting tired. And you're swinging hard because of the impact that it takes to knock someone out. You're swinging hard. And you're swinging so hard that you done knocked all the first 10. Bam! Boom! And you're out. And then you swing hard again. Bam! Crack his jaw. Your hand ain't hurting you. You still ain't hurt your fist. Man, people be breaking their hands. The hand be swelling up by the second and third person. I done saw people run these 4 and 5 fades. The head is hard. You're hitting somebody in the head. He ain't got no injuries to him, He just still 100% healthy where he can just knock out the next one. Boom. At some point, you're swinging so hard and you connecting the impact, you're going to wear down. You're going to get tired. You're not going to have the strength to knock out yet another 22. What about when you get to 20 then? You done knocked out 20 people. You not tired. Ain't none of them attacked you. You just still there. Just got all your strength. Now it's your turn. Come here. Bam! And then you knock him out. It's on you. Come here. You're next. Oh, man. The answer is no. Big U did not knock out 32 Mexicans. I'm not hating on him because he's from 60s, for those who may say that. Somebody might say maybe he can knock me out or whatever. Who knows? But he didn't knock out 32 Southsiders in Pelican Bay State Prison during that ride. The answer is no. Did Big U knock out 32 Mexicans? Let me say it again. No, it did not happen. They would have put a green light on him. They would have attacked him. They would have stabbed him up later on in the game. They would have been trying to attack him right then and there as he's swinging and knocking out 32 of them. They're not going to just stand there and allow this to happen. They were already prepared. They knew that they were coming out for a riot. The blacks are the ones that didn't know, should have known, but they're the ones that were caught slipping. The Southsiders were not slipping. They came out and initiated it. They kicked it off. So no, he did not. They came out with weapons, bro. And they're not going to stand back and just let 32 people knock them out. No group is going to do that. Nobody. The blacks ain't going to stand back and let one person, one big white boy knock 32 of them out. And they just standing there, as this is transpiring, and they're not responding or protecting themselves or protecting one another. How does that even make sense? How does it add up? Glad I got that off my chest. Got that out of the way. Hopefully I won't be asked that question again. If I am, again, I'm going to refer you to the video. Did Big U knock out 32 Mexicans? Did he knock out 32 Southsiders in 2002, 2003 in the Pelican Bay prison riot? No. I'll be back. In the meantime, stay free, people.